Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hey everybody.
That's such a deep voice. Where did that come from? So we're out here in the middle of nowhere. Not really, we're actually right by the freeway. We just came to get out of the apartment today and stretch our legs, get some fresh air. It's always nice here that you can go on a walk anywhere and it can turn into a little hike, so that's nice because we are literally in between the freeway here in the middle of nature. But we wanted to talk to you guys today about something really important that is going on here with us. And no, we're not pregnant, we're not buying a house yet, and we didn't buy a Tessie.
A pregnancy test?
You're taking a pregnancy test. So as you guys may or may not know, Luis just turned 26 on Monday a week ago. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Look, it looks like I'm throwing a gang sign. But really, we wanted to talk to you guys because there's something here on our channel that we haven't talked about since we moved, and that is moving in general. So we picked up and moved in less than a month. I moved about in 2 weeks back here to Portland, and Luis followed me like 3 weeks later maybe. And this is the first time he's moved anywhere to a new state. He grew up in Las Vegas. I grew up here and in Las Vegas. So we never said goodbye to any of you. We really didn't say bye to anybody except for like very few people. We just kind of grabbed our things, well I did, and relocated here for a job. Not for a job, but I got a job, and then moved here to finish college and to just be home for a little bit. I really missed being just home. And you moved with me because you can't live without me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't cry. I know you miss your family. It's okay. So we've been living now here officially for, let's see how long. Let's say November, December, January, February, March.
5 months and a half.
Yeah. So we've been living here now for 5.5 months, and what can we say about it? How's it been?
Look.
Oh no, you're good. Oh, it's windy down here. Hopefully you guys can hear us with the wind, but we've been living here for 5.5 months, and recently I just got let go from my job, or I quit, or I got let go, or we agreed that I wouldn't show up anymore. So one of those happened, but it was a mutual agreement that it was not the best place for me to be at anymore. And I'm starting a new...
They found out I have a YouTube channel, that's why.
No, they didn't. I have, I'm starting a new part of life, I guess, a different career right now. And I also thought I was going to get a part-time job, and it didn't end up working out. So Luis doesn't have a full-time job. This is our full-time job, just being on here and creating content. This is really what we love to do. So we're basically broke right now, and we've found ourselves in this same situation a couple of times throughout the years for one or another reason. But we always stick together, and we always make it through, and we always learn something really important from whatever hard thing we're going through. But this feels different, you know. I don't know how you guys are, but I'm definitely one of those people that I do better in the fight or flight responses when you have no other choice but to succeed, but to be successful, versus when you have all these choices or you've been given a lot of opportunities, you might take it for granted. So when we find ourselves in these ruts that just happen in life that are really hard sometimes, and you can be stressful and you might not know what you're doing or what to do next, you have to definitely not lose your faith and just take that first step into tomorrow, whatever that's gonna be, and then look back on these times and think like, wow, we made it through that. You know, like 2 years ago, I think already, Luis and I took up door knocking to do solar, which is great. So if anybody would like to try something different and really put yourself out there, solar was something that we tried. But you know, I look back now, 2 years forward, whatever, present.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah. And what that experience did for us and how that really pushed us out of our comfort zone. We've both tried many different things and failed. But if you are a person of faith, if you are someone who believes that things work for good, like they do usually most of the time, all the time for the children of God, then you know that when a door closes, it doesn't mean that it closed for you. It just means that God closed that one because there's another better one that's coming, that's opening for you. So if you find yourself in a tough situation, kind of like us right now, and you are just questioning, you know, what's going to happen next, if you've had a hard year this past year, if you are an entrepreneur like how Luis is, and your clients are not getting back to you, or people might not be believing in you, you have to still keep believing in yourself, and you have to not give up. And this one's gonna fall. And just stop for a minute and know that you're gonna make it through this. You know, if you've never gone through something like this before, then this is your chance to rise to the occasion, to really see what you're made of, to reach out to friends, family, if you do need help in any type of way. We're here for you guys. Clearly we're going through something right now, but these types of moments, I've learned, are the best moments to actually film and to look back on, because in a couple of years, it might not be in the next week or next month or by the end of the year, but maybe in a couple of years, you know, you're gonna have this footage, you're gonna have these memories of, you know, this moment when you decided to actually do something different for once. Because jobs, schools, family, friends, partying, alcohol, even drugs, they're not going anywhere. It's constantly going to be there for you. You know, debt, credit cards, gambling, all that stuff that's meant to hold you down is always going to be there, even social media. So you got to step out and get away from that stuff for a minute and open your eyes to the world and see where you want to go. So this year we're here, and right now in this moment we're right here. I know that we're gonna be okay. Luis knows we're gonna be okay. But I just want to take this moment to be really honest with everybody and to show you that life is not, you know, a piece of cake, and it's not sunshines and rainbows, and everybody doesn't love you and they don't love your work, and they're not all gonna, you know, be rushing to buy your next product or your next thing. It just doesn't work like that. But you have to find the people that do support you 100%, that truly do believe in you, and they are out there. And if we can be that supportive for you, then definitely, you know, let us know. And I'm gonna end this here. Luis, you want to say something?
Right, everything she said.
Here you go. Here you go. You have longer hands. Oh.
Oh no, I'm not a lefty.
We can just cut it and then.
They're gonna know. It's already.
Okay. I know you got something you want to say. We miss our families back in Vegas. We didn't, well, I knew you were going to miss them, but I didn't think I was going to miss my in-laws as much as I do. But
Just missed them.
It's not messed up. I didn't think I was going to miss them, but I missed them a lot. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing.
Here.
It's so cold. Well, what can I say? You said everything. You really did say everything. But I guess to second to what you said is, I guess not everybody has gone through what we've gone through, and it's not that it's making us, you know, different, but I mean, we've gone through a lot in these past 6 years, But at least we can say that we haven't given anything a try. Like she said, we did door knocking. In this case, it was solar. It could have been anything else, but we did solar, and we learned a lot. We achieved a lot, and believe it or not, in this case, I guess how to be different in job wise, financially, and everything. If did we make money? We didn't make money. That we made the amount of money we wanted to make? No, we didn't. But it taught us how to be a little bit different and seen in a perspective. Hey, how's it going? But I guess in my scenario, since I've been doing freelancing for the past 6 years, 5.5 years, and since she's been tagged along I guess you could say, since I started freelancing, she's seen change in me and my business, good and bad. And I don't know about you guys, and I'm not saying because this is a bad thing, but if you guys don't try anything new, you guys are really not gonna know what you have potential, if you have potential in doing something else. And I know that we want to have a secure job, secure income, yeah. More like, not a job. Who knows? A lot of people want to have a set job,
which is okay if you do want to have that.
Exactly, it's nothing bad. And in this case, I've never been that kind of person, and it's, I usually say it's my parents' fault. I grew up in that, I guess, mindset, because both of my parents have had their own business since I was growing up, and my dad has always had a full-time job, no matter what, kind of like a backup, and it's not a bad thing. But I guess I grew up so much with my mom and the mentality of having your own business, running your own business, XYZ, it doesn't matter. In this case, I ended up falling in love with photography and video, and my mindset was just so focused on doing that, focused on doing that. No matter what happens at the end of the day, I'm always gonna do what I love. In this case, was freelancing as a photographer and videographer, and it doesn't matter what it is again. So what I'm trying to end with is, we've taken so many risks. We've gone up, we've gone down. There's been moments where, I'm flying. I've had gigs booked left and right. Things that I like to do, things that I don't like to do, But hey, we're just beginners, and we got to take everything we can at the moment. We can't be picky and nitpicking, But then there's sometimes, like right now, the pandemic happened, everything shut down. I remember the last gig I did in Vegas. From one day to the other, everything just shut down. But that doesn't mean it's over, We have faith. I have faith. We believe in God, Whatever you believe in, it could be God, it could be whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. Believe in something. Something that I learned yesterday from back home. Our pastor, they're talking finance, And every year, once a year, we're always talking about finance. And I learned, we've learned, in the past 6 years, we always get this message from pastor. He says, if you want to see a difference, you have to plant the seed right now. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Just plant the seed right now. Keep working. This could be financially. This could be in your business. This could be a home. This could be in a relationship. A lot of people want to see a difference in a relationship. Literally, a relationship, But they don't do anything to begin with. When Claudia and I started dating, we had a lot of disagreements. We used to fight a lot. And again, I'm not comparing myself to others, but if it was another relationship, if we were to disagree in one thing, we would have just decided to break up, literally, because that's how relationships been. And I've seen it with my own eyes, And I questioned them, and I'm like, did you guys really just break up because XYZ? And they're like, yeah, because it is. And I'm like, if you guys broke up now, it doesn't matter when that disagreement would have happened. You guys would have broken up. It doesn't matter. It could have been a week. It could have been in 2 months, 2 years. It doesn't matter. You guys would have broken up because of the same reason, which doesn't make sense. Meaning, if you don't plant that seed, if you guys don't change from, doesn't matter when, you guys are never going to see a difference. Same thing goes with a business. He was saying how are you expecting to receive more money in the future because you're always saying, when I'm rich, then I'm going to blah, blah, blah. And you're never going to become rich. Why? Because God says, I want you to do it now that you're basically broke. That way I know that if you're doing it now, they have nothing. And when you're giving more, I know for a fact that you're going to give a lot more. Right? So same thing goes with your relationship. You have to plant a seed. Start now. It's okay. It's never too late. It's never too late. So I'm really happy that I have a partner that motivates me, pushes me, that no matter what, I could be doing really good in my business, which, hey, I mean, I haven't been at my best, but I can say that I've been in better occasion spots, you know? But she's been there no matter what. And right now, we're iffy, you know? It's okay. I'm still sticking to what I'm doing. And I know that she's going to be there no matter what. In the good and in the bad. So same thing goes with your business. You stick to it in the good and in the bad. Just because you're not getting income right now does not mean later, when after the pandemic happens, it's not going to pick up. It's getting cold as shit. So, yeah, guys. If you guys picked up something from this, let it be. Yeah, share it.
Share it to somebody.
Share it to somebody. Stop taking this mic. If you guys pick something from this, I mean, it could be literal from, you know, your relationship to your business to your job. I know sometimes I'm very straightforward, and it's not that I'm trying to be mean or I'm trying to be rude or taking it in a wrong way. But it's only because I guess in a way I've been there. You know, I've had a couple jobs here and there that I've had to clock in literally, and at least the jobs that I've had, I've applied because I wanted to. A lot of people are saying, I hate my job, I hate this job, I hate this stupid job, blah, blah, blah. And I understand, like, we're so desperate to have a job because we need money. But at the end of the day, if you're applying, might as well apply to something that you like, because there's so many jobs in your industry. If you're really good with numbers, there's so many there's dealerships, but you know, that have to do with money. But with that being said, is like, all these people that I've worked with in the past are like, I hate this job, I hate this. I'm like, why did you apply into this job in the first place? There's so many other jobs, you know? Stop applying to places where you don't like to work at. And I understand, you know? So like all the jobs that I've applied, when I've had a job, I've applied strictly in just photography jobs, video jobs. Heck, believe it or not, I mean, I don't really go out there and telling my jobs, right? But I had a part-time job as a photography for Santa Claus. But guess what? It's still in my industry as a photographer. So do I hate my job? I don't hate it, because at least I'm closer to what I like to do. I already know how to do it. So I know that worst case scenario, I already have a camera in my hand. Does that make sense? So yeah, it's not my ideal job that I wanted to do. But then again, a lot of people are like, oh, I want a better job. But what is that better job that you want? You're always saying, I want better. Have you written it down? Do you have an idea of what you want to do? Because if you don't, you're already there. You're literally already there. Because if you were to quit that job, what's next? Like, what do you want to do? So maybe that's why you're destined to do that, if that makes sense. So like next time you say, I hate this job, I want to do something better. What is it really that you want to do better? You know, be specific. It sucks right now that everything is different. It's changing. It's pretty sad that I heard when we were at the mall and we were just wondering what minimum wage was, you know, and somebody told us that everything has gone down. That even if you had experience in, I don't know, as a manager, blah blah blah. Minimum as a manager, I think it was like 18 an hour here in Oregon. Everything went down. Everything went extremely down to 13 starters. You know, everybody starts at 13. So even if you had experience, if you were there for 5 years, everybody started as a pay as 13 an hour. So you could be an expert at something right now, and it doesn't matter who you are, you're still gonna get paid the same, which kind of sucks. I understand that, you know. But just do that little change in your life. Plant that new seed. It's 2021. For me, I hated being in front of the camera. I really did. And every year I would go onto YouTube and I would search is it still good enough? Is it still a good enough time to start a YouTube channel? Every year. 2011, 2012, 13, believe it, every freaking year. And every year there's a YouTuber, every YouTuber in fact, that has made it. So like today's the day. And I know everybody says it, well, today's the day to work out, this year's the day, or this year's the year. If that's your thing, if you wanted to start a YouTube and you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna be good enough to talk about something XYZ, or nobody's gonna find me interesting. And to be honest, you're probably right. Nobody is interesting to begin with. The only way to find out is if you try. And also the only way to find out if you're interesting enough to in whatever subject is if you just do it. But if you're not interesting, at least now you know that you're not interested in X subject. If you like cooking, start making cooking videos. You'd be
TikTok.
on TikTok, yeah.
On TikTok, on YouTube, I just mean like there's so many platforms you can use that you don't have an excuse to not try, basically, if you want to put something out there.
Yeah. So, and you might not be good at it. A lot of people are, but in this case, let's say hypothetically you're not good at it. But at least now you know you're not good at making cooking videos. On to the next one. Workout videos. You're not good at, on to the next one. I'm not trying to, I guess, right? But you know what I'm saying. I started, and I have a lot of videos, I think, that I made, not a lot, but a handful of videos that I made that I never published on YouTube or, on Instagram. That I'm like, no, nobody's gonna find me interesting, or my workout videos. I think for a month when the pandemic started, I did one whole month of workout videos. It was fun, but it's not my thing, and I've heard a lot of people say, if you're not happy doing what you're doing right now,
you did 30 days of workout videos, I remember.
There's gonna be a day, and people notice when they're watching you. They're like, yeah, he's trying so hard, but eventually that fake hype, you're gonna burn out. So do something you love, do something you love from the beginning, and believe it or not, people will follow. It doesn't matter if it's 1,000 people, it doesn't matter if it's 1,000,000 people, but little by little, people will notice. Okay, bye.
I love you.
I love you. It's cold as shit, by the way.
It's cold as shit. And just know that this can be your guys' moment too. You just gotta make it your moment. Any moment is a good moment. You just gotta make it your moment.
I love you guys.
We love you guys.
The sun is leaving.
The sun's going, so we're leaving.
Okay, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.